How long's this been in the works, Logan?
Yeah, couple of months, but it's been pretty crazy. Just being able to try to play some footy and get some good consistent footy going. So it's been good, but yeah, it's been a few months.
But so, given that then, how much of a relief is it to now sort of have it out the way and know what the next 3 years of your life looks like?
Yeah, it's nice. It is a real relief, especially from I guess where I've come from and the hard work I've had to put in. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of the effort I've done, but also how much belief Port have put into me and their willingness to keep me around for 3 years.
If I'd told you that, when you were picked up in the mid-season draft, that would turn into a 5-year stay, would have you believed it at the time?
Yeah, I've got a good belief about myself and being able to play, but yeah, 5 years this quick's probably not. Yeah, it wasn't probably on my cards back then.
How different this season sort of felt? Obviously, you had such a meteoric rise at the end of last year. How different has this year felt?
Yeah, it's like performance-wise, I've probably been a bit frustrated on myself. Not being able to perform to what I can and what I know I can play at, and not really being able to help the team as much as I wanted. But I also know that I got to keep staying ready, and my past month of footy has actually been more positive than it was at the start. And I'm just doing being as professional as I can be for myself and for the team.
When you went out of the side, you probably kicking maybe hadn't been as such a weapon for you last year. Did you just need to go back and find it a little bit in the SANFL?
Yeah, that's what me and Kenny spoke about. He's been really really good to me. I guess for how young I am, still 19, so I'm still learning the game. But he just wanted me to get my confidence back. He says when I'm playing with confidence, I'm a pretty good player. So being able to just go back, work on my defensive stuff, and just get the ball in my hand again was a really big key factor in playing some twos.
Is that hard?
Did you feel like you were putting a bit too much pressure on yourself? Like what was it, do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty hard on myself, I guess, especially from how I went last year, as we just spoke about. I had a good pre-season and trying to be able to just come out and shoot the lights out and play some really good footy. It's probably not how it always goes, and it's always a bit harder than you think. But I think I've learnt from it now, and I'm in a pretty good place. So.
Is that something you almost have to remind yourself of, that you're 19 when you come into a team and you play every game all the way to a prelim? It might feel like you're going to win a Brownlow in 2 years. Do you have to remind yourself that it's not always going to be that upward trajectory?
Yeah, I reckon that's what me and some of the coaches really focus on now, is that I'm still pretty young, but I know I can play well. So finding that balance of not being overly harsh on myself and super critical, but also having those standards and really striving to be the best I can be.
What have you learned from having Connor back or down there aside you in that back line and being a weapon himself?
He's great to me. He shows that even our best players are really good both ends and can play different positions. I guess for him it just shows he's such a good weapon offensively, but he's also been really reliable to us in the past month defensively.
Do you see yourself as in defence for the whole of your career, or are you eyeing any moves up forward or in the mid?
Probably not forward, but I guess whatever the team wants, I'm always happy to play. I played a bit of wing when I was younger, but just being able to be versatile. I think I spoke about that a while back, a bit like Miles Bergman. So trying to, be able to do whatever he wants and kind of model my game off him, because he's really good defensively and offensively. So it's what I like to.
Been a struggle in some of the games this year, some of the losses. What do you see in those big differences between those wins and losses?
I think it's just our contest pressure and defence. I think we've spoken about that with the coaches in the meetings yesterday. Just being able to really grit and grind for a full game and being able to get through with if they're hard, close wins, close losses, or even tough wins, they're not going to be pretty, but if we can just keep fighting it out, it's probably the most important part.
Which line meeting was Miles Bergman at this week? Is he with you, or is he going to play midfield again? Do you know?
I'm actually not too sure. I think we just got to see what plays out. I guess see how free our line up, and we'll go from there.
Did Berto hurt himself today? It feels like a few defenders are going down left, right, and centre.
No, he's alright. He just copped a little knock on the weekend, and we'll just manage him through to the game. So he's alright. He'll be good.
Do you see now with Faze out in particular, there's more of a space for you to use your weapons that Braden was talking
about? Yeah, I'd love to play as many games as I can, but yeah, just keep doing the team thing, and being that team man is what got me to play last year. So just keep being that good teammate is important, and then I'll let my skills do the work when it comes to it.
On the team front, a few visions of a few clips have been picked out of certain moments throughout the game. Do you as a group need to do more to support each other on field and get around each other when you see something that that's impressive?
I haven't seen those clips, but yeah, I think just being able to be, yeah, as you said, supportive. But like, I think we're pretty connected. I guess when it gets it's a close game, we're pretty tired. That's when it's important to just keep staying together and talk as much as we can.
Have you discussed sort of what happens in those blowouts and sort of how you can? Are there ways that you can try and stay engaged and competitive right to the final start?
No, I think I spoke about before. Just our contest defence and pressure, that takes us a long way to winning a game of football. So as long as we can maintain that for a long period of time during games, that's probably going to be a really good chance for us to get on top.
We're used to hearing about honest player reviews, but Tyson Goldsack was pretty straightforward yesterday, saying the coaches had a pretty frank conversation about where the game plans are and whether it stacks up, which they feel it does. Did that sort of flow into the player review yesterday as well?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's I guess it's good, like whole club thing. Like the coaches are pretty upfront, and it makes us players be upfront as well, because we know we got that trust of each other, and it's not really a blame game. Like everyone's taking that accountability, so it's a good thing for us as a coaching and playing group of being able to be open with everyone and understand where we're going to get to work.
How do you feel the game plan's going?
Yeah, I think we've shown in games that like when we are playing well and our game plan we are playing to, we're pretty hard to stop at times. So yeah, I think just being able to keep picking up and working on that and playing for a longer period of time, and it's pretty early in the season, so we're like not out of any flag anyway.
I'm sure it goes without saying as well that the whole group is right behind Kenny.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's not much I've got to say about that. Like, we love him. He's our coach this year. Kari takes over next year, he'll be our coach next year, but this year is us and Ken. He's amazing.
Awesome.
When you come in, the way you do, I imagine you just want to sort of go about your business and it's got to fly under the radar, but the punch sides with the haircut now is sort of, is that a bit of a 3-year sort of contract? I'm feeling good about myself.
Nah, I normally get this haircut. He just kind of forgot to fade it in last night, so yeah.
You press conference haircut then?
Nah, well, I've been needing to get one for a while.
Okay.
I had a few people in the crowd say I had to get a haircut, so I thought I'd take it on board.